Hello.
Hey, hey, hey! Special delivery.
Perfect timing. PS4 Gamer, thank you for 2,000 bits and a special delivery. That was perfect timing, bro. Well, if you was watching me play Green Hell, welcome back. And if you've just joined, welcome to Sunday Night Trucking. Nightmare, thanks for 200 bits. That is a cup of tea. Look, it is a cup of tea. It says, keep calm and have a capper. A cup of tea, exactly. A cup of tea. Right, let's get over and configure the truck. This is the one we drove last week, the 143M. In kind of put it in a metallic dark green. Quite like that color. That worked pretty well. Let's see what we're going to drive today. Actually, bizarrely enough, Chris, I just finished some blueberry cake. I had a cup of tea and some cake after my chicken korma. What do you mean the last of the Baz cake? Baz ate his cake a long time ago. Let's see, how do we get in the dealership? Oh, back to the daft dealer. I guess it's not an Actros. If you still have crumbs, it's not finished. Fair play. We're going a little bit retro today. Even more retro than the 143. This is the F241.
Welcome back.
More commonly known as a 2800, 3300, and 3600. So it's mostly a heavy haul kind of long distance truck. Haven't decided what chassis we're going to put on it. But yeah, old school. Flammable Supernova, 41 months. I'll just admit this now. I have the Sunday Night Trucking song as my ringtone. Pays royalties. Happy 41 months. Thank you, Supernova. ATI inside, why not Intel? Okay, what? Oh, you mean that? Gotcha. Now, the worst possible cab I think I've ever seen on any truck, even on a Renault, has got to be this one. I cannot ever imagine the situation where I configure a truck and drive that. So we're just going to pretend that that doesn't actually exist. And we're going to drive something nicer, okay? Even that works better. But we'll probably take the sleeper cab, I reckon. Since we're going to be sleeping on the road. Yeah, we don't need to have 2 floors of space above us. Like, put a bunk bed up. We're not doing that. Now, chassis is where it gets pretty interesting. Roadrunner, thank you for 14 months. Clarkson approves. I think he'd choose a Caravan over that. So, we've got a 4x2, which is that chassis there. And then we've got the 6x2 tag lift, which is that one. And then we have a 6x2 twin steer. So obviously that's a steering axle with a rear drive. Then we have a standard 6x4 with a single tank on the side there and a spare tire. And then we have the 8x2, which is that completely crazy monster, which has a liftable, I presume, steering wheel here. But if you look at the drive configuration, it looks like this one is a drive axle, but this one is not. Hence the by 2. So I'm not sure if I like the idea of that. It's like a super long wheelbase, but only one axle of power. It's a bit... If you want to do anything heavy, we need that. That's much more compact. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Remember, people, this is not a democracy. Zenon, what do you think? And then I can completely ignore it and do what I want. The twin steer's got a good ratio. The frame to hut ratio. What? Beatnik, thank you for 25 months. Lots of 8x2s, lots of 6x4. All right. I mean, even the 6x4 is pretty long wheelbase, to be honest. Even that's long. Let's go with that. Let's go heavy haul 6x4 and then try and take something heavy. It's way too long. It is. It's just got like one massive tank though. It's hugely long. It actually has, if you look at it, you like the actual fifth wheel. There's quite a lot of distance between like that where the weight's pushed down and the actual axles. So it's actually, you can tell it's kind of built for heavy haul work. K Steen, thank you for 44 months. 8x2, then see what the top sleeper looks like. I don't even know if you could have that configuration. Oh yeah, you could. You could actually go full derp. But that's not something we're not going full derp. You can also go for the short 4x2 and then stick that on just to make it look like it'll tip over. A chef would love it. Actually, if you painted it in polar white and then did that, it almost looks like a chef. Yeah, don't brake too hard, otherwise it's... Looks like a foreign legionnaire. Right, engines start at a massive 209 and go all the way up to 428 for the ATI engine.
Welcome back, Nutter.
I don't. If we're gonna go for something like 209, I'm gonna get rid of the 6x4 because it's utterly pointless trying to haul anything heavy with a 209 engine. David B, thank you for 25 months. Laban Wise, welcome back. K Steen, nice 44. Make it interesting. How do we make it interesting, Whiteland? Because bearing in mind the transmissions with a ZF 16 speed, that could be fun. You guys, like, you either say the most powerful or you say the least powerful. Like, you don't go anywhere in between. Connor, can you believe it's a... Shh, 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 shh. No, Connor. We don't talk about that. 200 days to Yacht 6, which is exactly a 100-day gap from... Shh, Connor. It doesn't exist, Connor. The next major holiday is yachts. I mean, if I was to, like, casually look over here, you know, you never know what you're going to see over there, do you? I don't know what you guys are looking at right now, but, you know, as far as I'm concerned. Oh. Shh. Keep it secret. Keep it safe. What? What do you mean, Dead Mouse? I didn't see a thing. Didn't see a thing. That was Mrs. Squirrel getting Doyle. Would it, Wyland, would 230 with an 8-speed actually be interesting, or would it just reveal how hard it is to get any kind of power down? Or would we be faced with it, as soon as we get to a hill, we just grind to a halt and we can't hill start, Wyland? I think that's what would happen. And then I'll have to teleport, and then you can say, Squirrel's cheating again. You got 4 wheels with power? Yes, but with 209 we won't have enough power, will we? 695 newton meters of torque. Why? Then my car has 500. That means that can pull a bit better than my car.
Welcome back, Nutter.
You didn't say 209, you said... Okay, sorry, my bad. Well, 775 then. It's got 50% more torque than my car. I tell you what, White, I'll split you the difference and go 373. How does that sound? We'll split the difference. Fummerborn, thank you for 8 months. Why is it we are keeping it a secret? Keeping what a secret, Fummerborn? What? I don't know what you're talking about. Exactly, Valenta. You need to explain that concept to Whiteland. All right, you got me, Whiteland. 343. All right, 343. That sounds like the perfect compromise, doesn't it? The perfect 343 is a perfect compromise. Chucking all those horses through those axles. You get at least 170 down each wheel. I mean, with 12 gears. We haven't got 12 gears. We've got 6, 8, 9, and 16. Oh, we've got a 13. It seems to default to 16 speed. It might fall apart with those horses. I don't think 6 is going to give us enough. You reckon 13? All right, we'll go 13. Let's have a look at the interior. Job done. Oh, that's actually not a bad interior. That's not bad modelling. That looks very plasticky. Standard brown, standard dark. Exclusive brown, exclusive dark. Exclusive brown, standard brown. Oh, okay. Kind of adds a walnut effect. Let's go with the brown wood finish. And for the outside, let's see. Is this configurable? Ooh. 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 I like this. We can two-tone this. Should we keep it brown like that? Looks like chocolate. Well, we got brown on the inside, so why not brown on the outside? It's too brown. It's not too brown. There you go. You got your milk chocolate and your dark chocolate. Beautiful. How often do we do chocolate coloured trucks, eh? Not very often. Did you get your VR 180 done? I got all the filming done now. Yeah. All the filming's done. Just got to edit it, do all the thumbnails and stuff, get it all sent over to Google, get it approved, and then it will be released. I want to do it all in one go. I want to do back-to-back, 4 days, 4 videos. Is it Cadbury's? No.
Welcome back, Nutter.
Oh, we've actually got, look, we've got spoilers. Dumbledore dies. Look, we can do, wow. All along. What? That's hilarious. Looks like a weird stormtrooper. Hippopotamus, walker back. That's brill. What a shape. A spoiler on the double decker. I doubt it would let you do that, Wyland. I don't think it would. That would be so weird. Let's take the aero kit. We can actually put things up here as well. Can we put air horns? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Look at that. I think we put like... Let's go full Monty. Look at that. All the horns. All the horns.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
I don't know what that's going to sound like. 36 months, dude. You've got a new acorn. Keep up the good work. Have some more of Amazon's money. Hippopotamus, thank you for 3 years of support, sir. Parking cooler. Won't matter about that. You can't see it anyway. Look. It's hidden. Hang on, there's a dot there. Attachment points, light box, or mirage. Oh, we can't have these. It's not compatible with the air horn. Actually, no, it's not compatible with the whole spoiler. Green, red, or blue, or stock. Oh. Oh. What a profile. Yeah, I don't get that either way. That doesn't look red to me. Something wrong with this guy's color, like monitor. We accept no less than whistles and bells. Love it. Right, let's paint that up. No bacon. No lights. Just, you know. Wow, we can't even put telepasses over here. Let's see what we've got down here. Right. Stock all painted. Yeah, I'm not so sure. Let's see what else we got. ATI 2800, 3200. What's that one do?
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Oh yeah, let's take them. Got to take them as well. Little deflectors. No bacon Sunday. Love it. Lead Sim, thank you for 16 months.
Welcome
What's that do?
Nutter.
We want the old logo. Mystery or Mystery Plus. Let's put painted into that. Can we paint this? We surely can. Oh yeah. Now we're cooking. Look at this. Paint plastic. No, let's paint that. Paint all the way. Do you want Mystery Plus or nothing? Do you want a bull bar though? What do you think? Bull bar, yeah. Okay. What have we got here? Stock. That doesn't work too well. Oof. That sure is interesting. Don't think that chocolate brown works though. I think you need the dark chocolate. Strictly speaking, I think it looks better like that. That's more of an off-road vehicle. If you want to go down a quarry, that's more the configuration you want. No bumper. It looks like a Russian logging truck. Lol. Painted. Oh, I like painted though. That works quite nicely. What does this do? Stock or painted? Painted mudguards? Stock black, stock steel, or painted? Painted tank looks pretty interesting. Kind of weird though. Bull bars are ugly. Can we make the wheels brown too? We'll have to see. What does that do? Left exhaust? No option. Chassis cover. Oh, okay. Air intake. Take that. Looks like that's all the dots apart from the wheels and that one. Now, why can't you paint that? You can paint this one, but you can't paint that one. It's outrageous. Let's get some classic DAF logo on the back. Where's the air going? Into the exhaust. See that? What does that change? Oh, that changes the writing. Ah.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Yeah, slightly better. Snookerman, thank you for 30 months. Okay, let's do the wheels. Nothing flashy for the wheels, I think. Dark silver paint. Let's try that. You can do that, or you can do Elite Rider paint. That. Or a standard paint. That. You want wagon wheels? Okay. Right, so standard paint wheel. Let's put a standard paint wheel there. Standard paint wheel there. chrome on it like that. Keep it nice and simple. Can you paint the tyres brown too? If only. Let's see. You want something that's not that flash? They'll work okay. Slightly off-road look to them. AH31. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's go inside. Wheel choice standard, brown, or dark. Do you want the classic wheel? The very classic wheel, or the brown, slightly more modern wheel? I kind of feel like that looks better. Even though that one's brown, I think that looks better. I wish that one was in brown. Oh, not much choice here. Blimey. Wow. It doesn't take the cabin accessory stuff. No. In that case, we'll need to have a dog.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Why would you want that in your cab? Okay. Our work here is done. Zilia Actual, thank you for 13 months. Let's have a look. Do you know, that ain't half bad. Yeah, I should have put a GPS in there. I think there's a garage next to us, yeah. I'll put a sat nav instead. Best truck we've had in months. Lil. That sounds very muffled. Let me see if we can bring up the game volume a touch. Please tell me we can tilt that thing down. Wow, those mirrors are off. Do you know what I've just noticed? There are no headrests, there are no seatbelts. That's quite a scary place. Safety first, not in this truck. Now we put it on 13, didn't we? Let's see. Don't actually have a 13. Let's see what the gears look like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Yeah, I just have to be careful. There's no 6H. There's only a 6L. So we've got climb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But there is no H. I know which horn I'm going to use. Mr. Refrate, your client is expecting delivery soon. Lol. Loud, what do you expect? Look how many horns we have. Triple wipers, they seem to work. All good. Let's get the old second cam in. Doyle. I don't see Doyle Olympian. Shadow 21, thank you for 7. Right, let's see what jobs we have available. Out of St. Petersburg.
Welcome back, Nutter.
That's interesting. There aren't any jobs here. They're over there. Used packaging. 35-ton Liber. I very much doubt we could shift 61 tons with this engine. Thanks to Whiteland, making it interesting. 38 tons possibly. It's a bit short though. We could take 28-ton tank down to Estonia. Yeah, I think we're heading west. I kind of wanted to go north possibly. You can't blame me, you did nothing I said. Yeah, but we all know Whiteland would have picked the maximum engine, but you was encouraging us, so I compromised and came down. I do need a sat nav. We'll get one now. Oh boy, this thing builds the revs really badly. I suddenly feel very high up here. Just use the voice. You reckon? For 110 euros, I think I'll have one of those. I asked them to stick a sat-nav on my window and they put the parking brake on and turned the engine off. Unbelievable.
Turn right. Left turn ahead.
I think we can turn that down now. I think I cranked that up because it was a bit loud. The engine was a bit loud in the last one.
Turn left.
That is the world's smallest sat-nav. Yeah, it's a more artificial, James. Interesting dials down there, you see? You've got the revs above and then the turbo below.
Keep right.
That's pretty cool. The engine sounds meaty, Yoshi, but it's a bit like faux bacon. It looks like it's really meaty, but actually doesn't have any meat in it. And we've got no retarder on the transmission. Look at that, they turn my lights off as well. Bunch of scumbags. Looks like it's broken. Yeah, the seat feels a bit high for me too. But if you put it any lower... I kind of feel like our face is in the steering wheel. It already feels like you're holding the wheel like that. Oh, jeez. Wow, that truck just decided to rubberneck. Did you see that? It just completely hit the brakes and went, ooh! Rip car behind, I don't care. It's either that or face plant a truck. He didn't stop for the police, why then? He stopped to have a look at the police incident? There was a police car that had pulled somebody over. He was rubbernecking.
Right. Take the exit right.
I love the speed limit on this road, 90. For some reason they think you could do 90 round here.
Keep left. Keep left.
Kilometers per hour, I assume. 90 k's.
Keep left. Go around the roundabout, third exit.
Oh, it's this crazy Russian roundabouts.
Keep right. Take the exit.
It's so easy to gridlock a roundabout that prioritizes traffic coming onto the roundabout over traffic leaving the roundabout.
Keep left.
I don't understand why they
turn
don't get that concept. Wow, look at the paint. Look at that. That's a proper Russian car, that is. That's amazing.
Turn left.
Oh man, what? Knowing the Russians, green light means give way.
Turn right. You have reached your destination.
Hopefully that job didn't disappear. There it is. Right, where are we going? Nice one, Dean. Nope. Although that looks not a million miles away. I was gonna say. I guess this truck has got the fifth wheel too high. We're gonna get this on all the trailers now. The fifth wheel won't actually go underneath, so we can't, like, if you look where the kingpin is, it's like all the way back. It's miles away. I hate it when they do this. Like, when surely the guy gets smaller tires. Do you reckon we can fix it with that bad? Alright. We'll take this delivery and then we'll try and see if we can find a smaller tyre that'll help. Or we could turn off the advanced coupling.
Turn left. Right turn ahead. Turn right.
Thing is, Baz, I chose 31570, which was the standard tyre that was on there in the first place. Doesn't want to go on a flat surface. Try starting this on an incline.
Happy anniversary.
DJ Kenzie, thanks for 25 months, sir.
The roundabout, first exit.
Welcome back. Nata.
Keep right. Take the exit.
Going now. See you later. It's taking a while to build up speed.
Keep right. Then take the exit right.
Mr. Langeveld, how you doing?
Right.
You love the old dash. Isn't it funny how people, generally speaking, people love the old dashboards, and yet the modern dashboard is just more or less becoming a screen. Dean 00, welcome to the Nut House. Thank you, Dean. Appreciate the support, sir. Thanks for the nutty welcome, guys. It's very classy. Well, it has, like, you know, analog dials and lights and switches. It's all, you know, it's just kind of, we call it retro now, but it's still pretty cool. How long till we get cars with dead screens? Yeah, but L. Phillips, they won't care, because once you've gone out your warranty, it's going to cost you a fortune to change the screen. Imagine owning a Tesla and you accidentally, you know, you turn around, you accidentally bash the screen with something and crack the whole thing. And that screen is literally what you can use to control the car. Like, you're in trouble then. And like, unlike dials like this where they're behind the wheel, they're very hard to damage, but in a Tesla, you've got this massive screen in the center console. It's kind of easy to hit something onto that screen. Hey, network. The airbag pops out from behind the screen. Lol. You have to be really careful. Yeah, but the price of them. Like yesterday, I saw a Model X 100D in the car park. In fact, it nearly ran me over. I was walking across the car park, and then I just happened to hear something, and I turned around, and this Model X was right on top of me, and you couldn't hear it. I only heard the tyres. Model X 100D probably costs about, what, 80, 90 grand? I just had a quick peek inside, and it's so Tesla. Steering wheel, nothing, giant screen. That's it. Arrakis, thank you for 21 months. What truck are we in today? Happy sub anniversary. Hope you're well. Thank you, dude. I'm well. We're in an old school DAF. Officially call it F241.
Keep left.
Keep left. Don't blame me, bro. He told me to keep left. You should have been watching for that. Seems a bit unstable. Yeah, it's called the 2800 or the 3300 or the 3600, depending on which model. Holy sub bomb! Who was that? Groot PR, dude. Thank you so much. 20 nutty subscriber gifts. What a legend. Thank you, Groot. What an absolute boss. If he just got gifted a sub, guys, give him a thank you. Groot PR 78. Dropping 20 subs on the Nut House. Thank you. A whole bunch of resubs and new subs there. Which means you've now got access to some of the best emotes. And you can get on the Discord subserver. GG. Should have gone with the 209 HP. Dude, as soon as we have to haul an incline, you'll see how bad it is. This thing has very little power. I can feel that now. Oh, my nose. This thing is struggling. Brakes are fine. Have you ever thought about having a non-sub Discord server with heavily moderated and auto bots to auto-ban or purge people if they say nasty things? It's impossible to police 24 hours, Raven. It's very easy to evade. If you're on a Discord server, they've got like auto mods and stuff. You'll very quickly work out how to work around it. And I'm not gonna have a 24-hour moderation on a server. That's just not possible.
Welcome back, Nata.
Watching your Transit vid stream from August looks great. Thanks, Sharpie. I think you'll probably enjoy that Class 47 video when it's out.
Welcome back.
By the way, I'm not going to say what I did on the VR180 video because I want it to be a little bit of a surprise.
Go around
But I will say,
first exit.
I will say that Doyle is in the video, and you'll be able to see Doyle in 3D on a VR180 headset.
Take the
If you
exit.
watch on a headset, you'll be able to like look at him in 3D. I decided to put Doyle in the last one.
Go straight on.
The video that I shot yesterday is different to the other three.
To the nut house.
Just do what you can, Loopy Loo. That's all you can do. One day at a time. VR Doyle, yeah.
Welcome to the nut house.
Since when did they have enough guidance? A mod for knife guidance? I think it's been out 6 months, I think, since they brought that in.
Welcome to the nut house.
Carl Downs, 34 months. Bus Sim 18 is going to be out on Monday night at 12 PM. Any good tips to play?
Welcome.
Not really. I mean, it's kind of hard to go wrong, in a way. Just watch your speed limit.
Go
No.
straight on.
No, you've not, Lord Doyle.
To the nut house.
Am I going to
Go
Truckfest,
straight on.
Dean? Is Santa coming this Christmas? Yes. Of course I'm going to Truckfest.
Welcome.
It's one of the fun events in the calendar. I can't believe it's mid-September. Like, the temperature's actually starting to drop at night quite a bit. And it's
Then
dark at
go
8 o'clock.
straight on.
It's just crazy.
Welcome to
Go
the nut
straight on.
house.
I mean, in 2 weeks' time, it'll be October. Like, what? Winter is indeed coming. Are you making a video at Truckfest? I don't know yet.
Welcome back. Nut.
Uh-oh, somebody changed the speed limit on me.
Happy anniversary. Nut.
You're going to try and make the event next year.
Right turn ahead.
It is good fun.
Turn right.
Yeah, but you know what October brings, don't you? Changing the summertime. You're not looking forward to getting up at 6:15 when it's dark, Yoshi. Dude, I did that for many years and I felt the same way. Used to get up and go for the trains, and by the time I got to work, it'd just about be light. And by the time I got home, it was dark. So it meant to spend all the daylight at work, and just sucked. Sammy Nordland, welcome back. You love the dark. You should live in Iceland. You love dark mornings. What? What's the advantage of that?
Go straight on.
Happy anniversary. Nut.
Max the Nav, thank you for 10 months. Missed my Twitch baby last month. Glad to be part of the community. Thanks, Max.
Ay, 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 ay.
Checking your documents. Please wait, comrade. Bad Mick, evening. Not long since got back from Donington after watching some of the great race in the British GTs. Had a bad time. Now feeling the sunburn on my arms. I know how you feel. It's been pretty sunny last 2 days, Mad Mick. I forgot you was going there, actually. You had the great weather for it, that's for sure. Looking forward to seeing the Northern Lights. Nice. I watched the, has anybody watched the, what's it called? It's the TV series about British Airways, the new one. I watched the first episode last night. And they were adding a new route from London to Japan, I think it was. London to Osaka in Japan. And the captain said that, like, he showed you the route and they go, like, really far north. And he said the best thing about this journey is you get to see the Northern Lights. And I was like, you utter scumbag. Like, how utterly amazing would that be? Just flying over the top of the earth as the Northern Lights are there and you're just in the cockpit at like 40,000 feet. That would be so good. And because you keep doing the trip, you're bound to see them. Eurosim, thank you for 58 months.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Walking Dead Season 10 is coming out in October. Really? They're still going with that. That's insane. Emma Lurker, thank you for a year. Happy anniversary.
Left turn ahead.
Enjoy that gold top.
Turn left.
Yeah, the new British Airways program. This is weird. It's like leaving a drop-off area, but it's actually a checkpoint. All the lights, full sun eclipse, full moon eclipse, the things I'd like to see. I've seen a full solar and a full lunar eclipse. I've not yet seen the Northern Lights though. What channel? I'm actually not sure, Eagle Fist, because I just series linked it. I don't know what channel it's on. I think it's just it's on episode 2 at the moment though. How's the flying? I have not been flying for weeks because of VR180, but I will be flying soon.
Go around the roundabout. First exit. Take the exit.
You hate winter, you can't drive your convertible. Of course you can. Just put the lid down. No, you don't lose your rating, you might lose your currency. Like, I've lost the currency at Earl's Cone now, because I wanted to go up there about a week and a half ago, when I could have easily fitted in an hour and done some circuits. I went on the booking system, and the Cessna 172 that I normally fly was completely booked out for over 2 weeks, which is obviously means it's in maintenance again. And I was like, well, that's exactly why I've joined North Weald, because I'm just fed up of them having one plane, and every 6 weeks it goes out of action for like a week or two. Meanwhile, over at North Weald, they've got 3 Cessna 172s and a PA-28 Warrior, I think. And last week they've added a Piper. So now there's 3 Cessna 172s and a Piper and a Warrior, which you can choose from, which is just fantastic. So it means you can pretty much always fly something. The program's on Thursday at 9 on Channel 5. There you go. If you want to watch that BA program. Oh, that would have been a nice photo, but I missed it. You can't watch those airline shows sponsored by the company. Bright blue metallic paint, modified exhaust, and a black roof. Oh, sorry. I can't watch those airline shows sponsored by the company. Why? I do remember airport series from which was Heathrow. I'm not sure what you mean. So the difference between the ones about Heathrow's about Heathrow, this one's about BA, so it cuts across a lot of what BA does. Like the flights, a lot of it is about the new menu, how they're dreaming up new food, because they want to become top of the game again, essentially. And then, so the first episode's about the guy who's in charge of dreaming up new menus for food. At the same time, you've got the purchasing guy who spent years commissioning a new 787. So you see him take delivery of a new 787 Dreamliner. And then it looks at the new route over to Japan. And it goes looking in Japan at what kind of preparations they're doing to receive the plane. So it's kind of interesting. Actually, the food looked pretty good. They had a rather nice Chinese rice with black bean sauce, chicken black bean sauce with rice. You sure you've already watched it? Well, it's a new series. I thought it was. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was close. Is that an electric train? With that maglev frictionless system on board? Because that sure is quiet. Wow. And the speed it went over a level crossing as well. The underscore, welcome back for 25 months. Thank you, underscore. Apparently, King Awesome, it's very hard. Thirty hours for your twin training. Right. Are you doing training in a twin? I don't think we're in Russia now. I think we might be in Estonia. Oh, you were doing it ages ago, gotcha. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do twin training, because ultimately, what's the point for me? I'm not going to fly twins, it's just too expensive. Takes a long time to get up to speed, oh my god. Our customer expects delivery. RIP! not exactly been hanging around and we're completely late. How heavy is it? 28 tons, so it's not like massively heavy.
Keep right.
Yeah, the acceleration on the truck is pretty bad. Enjoy the food, King Awesome. Just even trying to get to 80 k's now. We're actually going down in speed.
Right turn ahead. Turn right.
One Shot Crazy, thank you for 10 months. Home Player 78, look at that golden acorn. 24 months of great entertainment and fun. 24 months of great community. Keep up the great work. Home Player, thank you, bro. Shiny gold for you. Titanic with a 1 year. Mentioned my anxiety before, but life events have made this year very difficult. I just want to thank you and the community for helping me through more ways than you realize. Again, Titanic, bro. It's nice to hear things like that. I hope things pick up for you. I hesitate to say next year, but this year's not that far done. Cool Kamara, welcome back. Where are we going?
Go straight on. Then turn
Going
right.
to Tartu.
Turn right.
It's surprising how common things like anxiety are. It's unbelievably common, and yet so little talked about.
Turn left.
It's weird. It's weird though, like if you've got a physical condition, people, like there's no problem explaining to people that you have the physical condition. Like if you've got a bruised knee or a, you know, a gash down the side of your leg and you're limping, people understand because you go, well look, I've hurt my leg, broke my ankle. But if you've got like a mental problem, anxiety, depression, like whatever it is, a social fear, admitting it is very difficult for most people because it's a sign of weakness. Or people say stuff like, oh, don't be silly, just, you know, shrug your shoulders, stiff up a lip, man up, or whatever, you'll be fine. And so, it just doesn't get talked about enough. It's very, very bizarre. And yeah, I think, you know, mental illness is probably more common than physical illness. And far more life-changing. Subwolf plays a game. Thank you for 8 months.
Left turn ahead.
Social isolation is the worst. Yeah. Well, that's what happens to old people. They get social isolation when the partner dies and that kind of thing. And then ultimately that leads to things like dementia because they lack the social contact. Exactly, Floating Fat Man. There you go. I've seen it happen to many people. Internet gives you anonymity. Yeah, it does. It does. I'm not sure. I mean, you can certainly, because Because of the anonymity, you can definitely admit to your problems, like people are doing in chat, like I've got anxiety, like you can do that. And it's great then to see that other people have got the same thing. I'm not sure how much it helps, but it must help some, just to know that other people understand.
Go straight on.
Since she was 9 years old, Bowman's. Wowzers, dude. Websites and forums, like, you know, they help to a point.
Go around the roundabout, third exit. Take the exit.
Come to talk to.
Turn left.
They do Speedbird, but here's the problem. An awful lot of people have social anxiety problems.
You have reached your destination.
And that fully extends to picking up the phone and talking to people. Yeah? For a lot of people, picking up the phone and talking to someone is actually a very difficult thing. And so to pick up the phone and talk to them about social anxiety issues is like incredibly difficult. It's kind of like saying, yeah, I've got a problem talking to people on the phone, and then you say, well, NHS has got a helpline number you can call. You're like,
Welcome to the Nut House.
or they say, you know, I've got agoraphobia. You know, I've got a fear of like going outside, open spaces, public places, and they say, well, you can always go and see the NHS about it. And you're like, well, how do I get that? There are people you can go and talk to. Really? Okay. That's like saying to a guy with a broken leg, why don't you walk down to the hospital where they can help? Wait, what was that? Oh wow, that top plate has just glitched into the frame. Look at that. Whip. Well, we'll just deliver that there and let them sort it out. Bamboa 27, thank you for your support, Bamboa. Welcome to the Net House. That's what they said to me. Your help for your agoraphobia was 10 miles away. I mean, jokes aside, this is actually a real thing. 15 minutes late, so we deducted 1,300 euros. Wow. 100 euros a minute. Because of the urgent delivery. Brutal. You can't nick Goliath. You know, if you say to somebody, if you try and describe the pain of breaking a leg to somebody that's never broken a bone, you simply can't do it. They have no concept of the pain that's involved in breaking a bone. So how can they understand what it's like? And it's the same thing if you've got anxiety or depression issues, you talk to somebody that's never had them. It's very hard for them. They can sympathize, they can empathize to some extent, but they really can't understand.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Need to find a mechanic and try and change some tires. Let's see if there's one in this town. Intruder Elmerald, thank you for 11 months. Of course, there's not going to be one in this town, is there? Mrs. Squirrel, cup of tea. Thanks. Of course, there's no mechanic here. Nearest one's down the road, though. 38 kilometers away. This is the end of the stream, yeah. Last delivery. Actually, let's just quickly see what's available here.
To the nut house.
Arain, thank you for subbing, Arain. Welcome to the nut house. Thanks very much for your support. 51 tons concrete beam. I don't even know if that's going to work. Concrete stairs. Sounds fun. Let's take it for the giggles. But I'm going to teleport over to the mechanic. Whoa, dude. What? I like set to take the job. I didn't actually take it. Oh yes I did. Oh, I forgot about that. At that point I've normally not taken the job. I've just set a destination. But I actually took the job. Wait, what? There we go. Truck configurator. Bonus damage. Hankook 31570. There's a 31560 AL10. They got ridiculously small for this truck. Interesting. The only 31560 you can do on this is a Pirelli or a Dunlop. You know, I thought it was just me. And I thought to myself, it looks like it's floating. And now I can actually confirm that we are indeed floating. That's just crazy. That's so odd. Right, I don't think this is going to work out. 51 tons. We'll see what happens.
Turn right. Right turn ahead. Turn right.
Do you think, Himpru, do you think the game models that? Oh, we won't be on time, Beaker. Not a chance. Let's have a look at the route. Okay. St. Petersburg. Back there and over the bridge, I guess.
Go straight on.
You watch now as we go up this incline. Watch the dials go that way. That motorbike. If I was him, I would not be sitting behind this truck. 100% I would have overtaken.
Go straight on.
What's most crazy biker? Okay, we're over the hill. Yeah, hill in quotes. We're over the bump. Stop killing the speed limits, bro. I've only just built my speed up and now you make me shave it all off again. Utterly pointless.
Go straight on.
You modded a truck once to enable really high RPM. Turns out that prevented me from braking properly because of all the momentum stored in the engine. I had to use clutch neutral. Huh. Serious weight though. Are you a bit of a Daft fan, legit, Rob?
Happy anniversary, Nata.
Larry B is lost and drunk still for 73 months, dude. Keep up the good work. Thank you for keeping up the support. There's always going to be a small cube behind us in him. I look forward to the day when somebody hits 100 months. That's just going to be something. 100, like a century months. I swear every time I get to 70, I have to kill it. What are we on now? 6 years. So that's 4 years' time. So that's July 2023, by my reckoning. Somebody will hit 100.